Happy Tuesday. Man, I cannot wait till next week. Ooh, y'all, I'm going to Virginia Beach and I'm going to a concert and I just cannot wait. But I have to. So I just came in here and I see what I had on the table from last night. And I did put in the title, I'm sick of this book. Oh, hold on, let me check my volume. Oh, okay. Check my volume. Okay, you can't really hear the music. Okay, that's good. It's low just enough. I have actually been up for a minute, even though I went to bed late. Mm-mm. So I haven't taken my medicine or had my coffee or my oatmeal. But I'll have it in a minute. I am actually going out to lunch. Going to this Ethiopian restaurant and meet my friend over there. And maybe then I'll go to Hobby Lobby. I didn't go to Hobby Lobby. I didn't go anywhere last night. I said I was going to go. Oh, I'm becoming such a just sit down and stay down person. But I'm really not like that. So I think it's because of all the lawn mowing and then working in my, growing this garden thing that I'm doing. It's just, it's working on my body. But it's not bad, but I'm using muscles and things that I have never used before. Well, I didn't even think about it if I did. Who up in here? Good morning. Good morning, blue skies. Good morning. How you doing? Working, getting ready to take a break and walk. Yep. I used to do that too. Get out. Yep. You know what I used to call it? Because back then, smokers used to smoke in the offices. This is years ago. And then they made it so you couldn't smoke in the office. And then they made a thing where they had to give people a smoker break or breaks. You use your break to go smoke. So um, years later, after, all that kind of stuff, uh, anytime a smoker went out for break, I would always go too, because the conversation would be about what was going on in the office. It was like a good gossip fest. Now, mind you, I am an asthmatic since I was 13 years old. I shouldn't be around cigarette smoke, but baby, I know how to do it. I especially in jobs and stuff. I go on smoker's break, and it's like you don't even smoke, and it's a break. You're supposed to get a break every 15 minutes, on an hour or something like that. I don't even know what it is because I that was long past where you had to wait for a break and stuff. I'm over that. But anyway, yeah. So the smokers breaks. I always hung out with smokers because they got the most common sense when it comes to shit that's going on around in the offices, baby. That's when the things was planned out. That's when you get good tea. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I had that little memory. Yes. Yep. Hi, Colin with Taylor Made Boo. How you doing? Good morning. I see it's nobody been on last night. Nobody was on this morning. You love Hobby Lobby's yarn. Okay. When I get over there today, I'm gonna make it a point to go because I just said I was gonna go a couple times since Miss Taylor Made and told us about how they got that clearance thing. Okay, so yarn with those crafting supplies. You got 3 meetings today. Oh my god. I kind of miss those days, but then I don't miss them. I mean, I used to really be like right there. Uh huh. Oh, Christmas decorations. Okay. Uh, I used to go out with the smokers, but don't smoke. I know, right? I'm gonna tell y'all. If and for the young people that are just always go out with the smokers, you know. uh maybe take your I don't even know, because they do, like, you got to stand in front of them so that the smoke don't blow right on you and stuff like that. But I used to have it so that I would go out with the smokers and you wouldn't even smell smoke on me. Mm-mm. Well, they're supposed to smoke 50 feet from the building and stuff, but you know how that is. But anyway, the smokers that I used to hang out with and where I used to work at, they were like, we would do nature trail walks and stuff. They'd be smoking and talking and dropping all the tea. And go on the first morning walk with the smokers, and then you know who gonna get fired by lunchtime. Okay, they packing their desk up. Oh my goodness. And who came to work inappropriate, who was wearing something that they shouldn't wear. And I was doing the smoking walk with directors and managers, so they had staff and stuff. And so, it was just it's everything. Oh my god. I kind of miss it. And then you go back to work and see the stuff being played out. Now, all of it was not bad. And we saw that somebody wasn't doing well and stuff like that. There's just certain things. And it was more team building. But I wanted to I'm into team building too, but just because I don't smoke doesn't mean I can't be a part of the team build. No, you sometimes just have to put yourself in positions that you can't. I worked at one company. They had a gym in the building, and so a lot of people that would stop smoking, they would go to the treadmill and stuff, and so that's where people moved their whole. You know, they used to call it a water cooler conversation, and some of y'all don't even know what water coolers are. Mm, mm, mm. There's a big old machine, a big bottle of water that used to be on top of sitting on a machine, and it would dispense cold water or hot water, just depending on how fancy the machine is. So when you always wanted some gossip or some tea when you was at work, you say, "I'm gonna go get some water." You go over there and get a coffee break or whatever. I don't know. I'm telling too much information. I think I'm killing some of my brain cells that have been asleep for a minute. So anyway, yeah, it's called water cooler conversation. Oh, you coming out after? Okay, Taylor said I'm coming on today after my peeps finish their live. Okay. Uh-huh. You can die from secondhand smoke. You sure can. And most of the people, which is really sad, like you hear about couples that one person smokes and the other one doesn't smoke, and the person that has cancer is the one that didn't smoke. Is it, so I'm glad that people now, even people that smoke, they don't want you smoking in their house, because smoking in your house can take away your reselling value if you have to sell it. Or even apartments now, they charge for things like that extra, because it gets into the walls and the furniture and people's clothes and stuff. And I think even smokers now are offended, and they realize how much that stuff stinks. Some of them do, some of them don't care. If you don't care, you don't care. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I always hang around with smokers. Most of my I'm not gonna say most now, I'm gonna say a lot of my friends now, but all my friends smoke, and they know that I can't handle it, and they always made accommodations, but it wasn't anything that it was disrupting their lifestyle. Hell, I'll go outside, and then next thing I know, they outside with me. It's like they follow me around in their own house. But it's not it is what it is. But a lot of people, they try to cut down, but a lot of people don't smoke in their house, or they'll dedicate a special area, like the patio or something like that. But anyway, this ain't about smokers. This is about me hating this page. Taylor, this is how I feel about how you felt about the page in Sweet Shop. Cigarette smokes. I know, right? Well, and they be out in below zero weather trying to smoke. I know, and I would be out there with them, because that's where they be making money moves. Child, we going on for a smoke break. I'm going. Here's my coat. I'll be right out there. I'm gonna tell you that it's the best move said. I do, and I'm still here. I sure do. I do. I hang up most of in corporate America. You gotta make your decisions. I Most of them smoke. I'll be right there with them. Okay. I don't care. I'm still alive. Okay. Oh my goodness. Y'all got me giggling this morning. So, Taylor, I'm here with this page that this has been a whip for a year. I'm really tired of it. So tired of this page. I finally went ahead and put my big girl panties on and went ahead and finished the water, which y'all saw. And then I went ahead and did the brick. And then I went to Miss My Colorful Country Life and saw that she added raspberry or raisin or something into the espresso into the stone. I'm not gonna do that. But so I had to pick the colors for this, but I still got to color in this part, which is the back part of the stone and stuff. Like this, like every time I look at this page, it is so much detail. Like, I mean, you could just slap and do it, but I don't want to slap and do it. I want to do it right. Oh my goodness, it is so much. Now I went ahead and slapped and did this part of the water, which you really can't tell. You can tell a little bit. This was the when I really was trying to be exact, and this was like I don't really give a F. This both of this all of the stone was I don't give a F. This I tried to do really nicely, and over here when I got over here, I was like, I don't give a F, kind of like. So this whole thing is his body. So it's a lot. I'm so sick of this page, but she's got I think 4 videos on it. I'm at the I finished video number 1. I'm on the middle and towards the end of video number 2. She doesn't get to the sky until video number 5, so I might have to skip to the sky. And she does this layer and then these buildings back here, baby. And I haven't even cleaned up the page yet. It is a lot. Yeah. No, I won't give up. I will not give up. Thank you so much, Miss Culinary Taylor Made. I'm not gonna give up. But so I'm not going to color in it to right now. Okay. I want to finish the conversation about the spiral bounding thing, spiral binding. But when I tell you I'm sick of it, and that's how I get with a lot of pages, even if I'm not doing a color long, even if it's something that I'm doing. And you know what, Taylor, I think it is. It's because I always pick double-sided pages. And but when I color a page, I want to color the whole thing. But I think if I focus more on some of the pages that are just single pages, I probably won't feel this way when it comes to double sided. But to me, it's like you're doing 2 pages at one time, and you're making this whole thing one whole thing. It just seems to be more challenging. But I'm just babbling. That's just me, y'all. Y'all know how I am, and I'm still gonna keep it. This is not going off the desk. This one will be finished. So I was talking about, I was binding this book. I took this book apart, my hip hop coloring book, and it has a lot of glue in there. So what I did was this book right here is a big fat book. I mean, like huge. I don't think it has 120 pages in it, but I'm pretty sure it's got 100 and something. It's got more than 92. Most of Kirby and Johanna Basford books have 90. No, Kirby books has 92 pages. Johanna's is pretty close, but it's also the thickness of the paper that makes the book even thicker. And this book right here must be really thick. But anyway, so I had punched it with my old machine, and which leaves the square holes. Hold on. Okay, the square holes. Well, I like the spiral thing. So I had this book, I took this book apart because I don't have the black things that I use for my other pages. I don't have them for this size, and I'm not buying a whole pack just to do one book because I don't plan on using those anymore. I like my first binding machine, and so I wanted to find something that I could use it with. So then I got the bright idea. I said, well, let me use this spiral one for this mythographic one because this one I hadn't put in the book yet, in the page yet. And see, so I said, well, oh, sugar smacks. So all I have to do is buy these spiral ones. Now, then I looked, I said, now this is one of my gourmet books. You see, they use the same type of spiral thing. Hold on. It's thicker though, but see, that's the same one, and they just bent it back with the pliers. So I got to get some pliers. I got to get those pliers that they have. I got them in my cart at Amazon, but this came from the publisher. This is how the book came, like this, bent back, and that's it. Okay, so it's working, But then, because I got the new machine, so I was like, should I send a new machine back? I don't know. So I never have gotten the ones that are bent back where you press them, the ones that the Century machine uses, the ones that Miss TaylorMade has. It's that one brand. I don't have those yet. I haven't gotten those. Those are a little pricey. So I have to think about. I definitely got to get them on sale. So when I go to Hobby Lobby, I'm gonna see if I can find them because I want to try. I want to try those also before I send my machine back because my machine is actually meant to be used with the ones that the ones that you. I don't even. Do I have a book? Hold on. I don't want to be talking and not give you an example. Hold on. Let me see. Uh. Okay. Okay. Here's a perfect example. This is my Johanna Bassert weekly calendar book, which I wish I hadn't spent money on, but anyway. Um, where you see it? Where is it at? It's hidden in here. Oh, here it is, right here. I haven't gotten any of these yet. And my machine, my new machine is made so I punch the holes, buy these, punch the holes, and then I can put it in the top of the machine, and I push the lever down, and the lever bends it just right. So I haven't gotten any of these. If I go to Hobby Lobby and I see some of these, I'll try that. That way, I've tried all of the binders. The thing, the coil. I actually like the coil better, but this one is nice too. But the coil one, yeah, you can do everything. You can do it all on here. Also, it just depends on what you want. The coil ones are cheaper, and when I say the coil ones, is these, and they come in so many different sizes. But now I found out because if I can use them stretched, I can use two for one. I sure can. Like I can do two books with this one. So it's a process. Y'all know anything I try to research it really hard because I don't want to just show you something and be like, this is it. This is all you need. Child, there's options. And your pockety book determines how far you want to go. At least for me, it does. And even this right here, it's got that. And yeah, you usually put it at the last page. It's got those. I don't have these, but I haven't tried these binders. So the new machine does this. My old machine doesn't. But if I can use my old machine and use the coilies, which I really like, I'll be good. Because I don't see myself buying a whole bunch of these, not unless they're really cheap. They're really nice though. You see how you still, oh, the machine cuts these off and bends it. The machine does that. And I've never had these catch on anything really. But the other ones, like this one here, like I got to get those pliers, but see how that's bent down? Y'all be like, why she keep talking about binders? Because it's been on my mind. But see how that's bent down in there? It won't catch it, not unless something really gets caught in there and you snag it or whatever. But yeah. So I did take this one apart. Now I was showing y'all how to do this one. This one really didn't need to be apart, except for it's just so stinking cute. It had a lot of glue on it. This book was never gonna fall apart, I don't think. So what I did was I actually had to take the page and put it back on here because the glue was so heavy and the only way to get rid of it is to remove it. So I was like, no, I'm not removing the glue because then I have to cut the book down. We're not doing that. So I just put the first page and the last page back onto the glued book part. So now it's just like any other thing. So I just have to figure out which binding machine that I want to put it in, my new machine or my old machine. So that's all about that. So that's where I left it at with that. So we ain't gonna talk about it no more. But I'm not gonna take all my books apart to do that because I actually like looking at the spine of the book. Only if the book is getting ready to fall apart. If it's gonna fall apart, if it's all that, we're gonna go ahead and take you apart. So what did I want to talk about? I guess is that it? Is that all? Oh, I did do some more in this book, my new book. My new coloring with cocoa. Well, no, I ain't gonna say I'm in love with the cocoa because that's not a good thing to say. But anyway, I do I love that. I love saying cocoa. But anyway, Miss Coco Michelle's a book. That's her channel name. I did I colored mine. I just put my name in the this book belongs to page. I did paint this black. I mean, not black. Look, it's red, and I'm talking about some black. I did use Cardinal Crimson matte paint, and then I put the thing here. I wish this was moved over a little bit, like allowing for the binding thing where this wouldn't. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. I felt like I was just gonna put a line down there, but I wish that this allowed for the binding space. Just move the drawing over a little bit. But I love this book. Very, very good job with it. The drawings, because you could just do so much. When that came through, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do my background, so I'll work through that. Um, I don't know, because I did have a sheet in between, but because it's anyway, let me shut up. So this page is one of the pages I definitely can't wait to do. This is the cover page. Um, and y'all seen these pages, but I printed off that page. I did work on the background for this page, and I did it out of the book. I mean, I made a copy of it, and I used the Kuretake paints, Kuretake watercolor paints. Uh-uh. These, I use these, and I love these. I don't have a whole set of them, I'm not mad. I've got maybe 50 or 60 of them. So I think what I'm going to do when I approach some of these pages is do the background, because it'll work me up into how I'm going to, because you got to do all the texture for the hair, and you got to highlight and all that. It's just all, it's cute, and then I can put patterns on the dress. Like the way she draws these, it's just like she's giving you a mold, and you can do whatever you want to do on there. So I'm going to definitely pull out my stencils and stuff and put some designs on some of these outfits and things, because they don't have it on here now. This one does have some on here. Um, the thing I can't wait to is get to the hair. And then I did put some skin tone down here. Like I told y'all before, my markers. I've got the portrait set. I must have used these up a lot, and these are refillable. So I might see if I can just get some of the portrait sets through the and get the skin tone set. I definitely need some more I'm gonna say sweet potato brown, more in, and a couple of other colors. Anyway, some colors I'm missing. So I just did that. I'm going to, and then of course I put pencil and highlight and shaded, and I haven't put the marker to put the shades in yet. But I've stopped because I'm gonna do the backgrounds. So all of these pages, I'm gonna do the backgrounds first. Now this one, the background is the flowers, so I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do the flowers. But I might just hop. This is a copy, so. But I want to have copies of her stuff because I think it's like 20 pages, so I don't want to run through it so fast, and I want to be able to do the pages differently. See, like I could find a nice stencil pattern. Is my stencils right here? Oh. Oh, of course. They are not. They are in my new closet space. Oh, and I'm not going to look for them. Okay, no, I'm not. They're in my closet space. We're not looking. We're not digging. And so, because this one is really nice too. Now you could, oh, this is an outfit because she's got this right here. So this is a whole outfit, but that's a whole lot of space. If you just color that one solid color, which you can, I mean, that's fine. You can do what you want to do. But I would want to put some type of pattern or something to make her outfit. All of this is perfect, and that those leaves are gorgeous, and the hair, it's just so nice. I like the fact that she kind of lets you do what you want to do. When you see her videos, you see her when she colors in her book, she does extra, and you know, and like this one, I really like. This is nice and tight. Everything's all tight there, but I can color her outfit with some pattern or not. I like the hands. This is just a cute little book, and this is my first one by her. And you could put some patterns on the curtains. I'm not sure what she's hanging on. I'm going to put a line right here because it just looks like she's leaning there. So, but I'm going to put something there. But this is a beautiful page. I love the hair, the profile, and they all look so happy and serene. This one is really gorgeous, and look at that flower. Those flowers. These are a little bit different than the other flowers that she draws. Kind of like lily like with the side thing. And they're all girly. Yeah. Good chance, good way to do the skies. Good opportunity to do the skies. Now she does give you the ink line, like when you're using your markers. So you got an opportunity so the ink won't bleed over. You know, if you go too close, it won't go all the way over on the side. Beautiful hair. I definitely love that. And lashes. I think this one looks like Miss Coco. For some reason, I'm looking at the pretty eyes and everything and the braids. In the face, it looks like Miss Coco. But yeah, so you got different opportunities to do the outfit differently. This is probably one of my favorites. All of them are my that one. I don't think I have a favorite. All of them are and then this one, of course. Um, I think I want to do watercolor on this one. And I think I know which watercolor set I'm going to use. My Vivi Vase, because they got some beautiful colors. And then you can have the opportunity to make all this different type of textures on the hair. Like that's nothing but hair. Yeah, it's a cute book. It's adorable. And I love this. For some reason, I think of yellow and turquoise for those flowers. Yep, you can make a nice pattern. The outfit and her hair. For some reason, I think her hair being auburn, reddish. So I'm going to do the backgrounds first because I don't want to color into it and then have to figure out what the background is. I just don't. And this is like a gourmet coloring book to me because it's so juicy. It's just so cute. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be making copies of some of my pages until I get I might maybe get maybe one or two more of her books. You know, with probably by next month. I got to look at. Well, they all sold out. A lot of her books are sold out, so I can't. This is the newest one, I think. So, I'll see what I think. She's got calendars and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this one some more today. And all I do with this is I just use the watercolor, and I pick a old raggedy. Hold on. I pick this one of the watercolor brushes that has a lot of bristles on there. Who is that? Somebody's texting me, and I just dip it in my paint, and I purposely stencil it. Now you can get a stencil brush. Now don't put so much, and don't push down on it, but I just stencil it and then I rinse it out and I put another color and then I just keep doing it. And I'll just keep going back. So what I think the next colors I'm going to put in here are probably going to be yellow. I'm going to put some yellows in here. And I try to leave the white, as much white until I get ready to use the next one. So that's how I do those little background things. They're so easy. So, yeah. All right. I don't think I'm doing anything else. I'm going to get ready to get myself going and I'll get out of here. Yep. And get out of here and I will come back to you all later. Anybody comes on, I'll definitely be over or I will thumbs up and share your live. Thank you so much for watching my